Hi kindergartners, it's time for graphics practice. You'll need a notebook or piece of paper, something to write with like a crayon or marker or pencil, and your listening ears. Let's get started. Here's our story for today. Goldilocks is blowing bubbles. They float through the air. They start to fall to the ground. They cannot touch the ground or they will burst. Let's practice drawing bubbles falling on the ground. Remember to wait for the music. When the music starts, so can we. And when the music stops, we stop too. First, before the music even starts though, for bubbles falling on the ground, I have to draw the ground. So near the bottom of my paper, I'm going to draw a line across. Can you do that on your paper too? This is going to be the ground. When I draw my bubbles, I'm going to make sure that none of my bubbles touch the ground. So this whole space at the bottom will be empty. That's the ground, and we don't want our bubbles to pop. Then up here is where we'll draw our bubbles. I'm going to show you first, so watch and listen. Bubbles are circles. They go around and close, around and close, around and close. Some of my bubbles that Goldilocks blows are big and some are small. It's okay for your bubbles to be different sizes. The private speech is around and close, so make sure you're saying that as the music is playing. Listen for the music. When it starts, so can you. Round and close. Good job stopping, friends. Do you notice how none of my bubbles are touching the ground? If they touch the ground, they will pop. Notice also how none of them are touching each other. If the bubbles touch each other, they will also pop. Great work, kindergartners. Good job stopping. Do you notice how all of my bubbles are closed? I want to make sure that none of my bubbles are open like this, because then they're not a bubble. They have air getting in them. Take a look at your bubbles. How do they look? Did any of them touch the ground? I hope not. Great work today for bubbles falling on the ground graphics practice.